What up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel Dap Universal. I'm Dap. So, coming back at you with another pick a card reading. Today we are looking at first impressions. How do you make people feel generally when you meet them? It could be professionally, it could be romantically, platonically, whatever. This is just how people pick up on your energy, your vibes, or whatnot. So go ahead. I'm not gonna waste too much time. Go ahead and you see the piles. Pick between them. We have pile number 1, the orange diamond. Pile number 2, the pink pentagram. And pile 3, the aqua octagon. So pile 1, the orange diamond. Pile 2, the pink pentagon. And then pile 3, the aqua octagon. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to. The timestamps will be in the description. Yeah, so I'll see you at your reading. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this video if you like it. Go ahead. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna kill you. Damn. All right, what up, pile number 1? If you chose the orange diamond, this is your reading on what do people think about you when they first meet you? First impressions. Go. So off the bat, I'm getting that for some reason I'm getting like Sagittarius energy, also getting Taurus energy for some reason, Leo, Pisces is what I'm getting. You also may be life path number 4, life path number 8, life path number 1, maybe a 9, but I'm getting driven people. I'm getting people who are very driven, emotionally attached to their goals and their dreams. It's not so much that you go after the bag. It's all about the experience for you. It's about how you got the bag, how you feel getting the bag. It's not just about something as simple as making a coin. And that is actually kind of refreshing, pile number 1. I love that. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to say the first word that comes to mind when you meet most people is like. Bam. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. They like you, pile number 1. I feel like there's something quite optimistic about you when you're in a good mood. But I also feel like in the same breath, they don't pick up on this initially, but you do have a tendency to fly off the handle. Sometimes I think your emotions get the best of you. Your emotions get the best of you a lot of times. What I mean by that is like you're very passionate, yes, but sometimes you can be hard to remove yourself from a situation or detach. That's why I say you might be Leos or have Leo rising, moon, somewhere prominent in your chart. I can really see a moon. But I am just going to read you the definition of this earthworm here out the Kim Kranz's Animal Spirit deck. And the earthworm is an earth totem, obviously. So this could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Don't have to be. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus though. But let's read what she says about the earthworm, because to be honest with you, like I could intuitively read the earthworm, but it's like I don't know if I get much out of it. It's the worm, so forgive me. The earthworm, oops, sorry for shaking the camera. Shy, hesitant, reluctant. All right, so reluctant to share inner vision. We have all felt the waves of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember that they felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. So when in balance, the earthworm is earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, it's self-conscious and apprehensive. To bring it back into balance, speak up, risk embarrassment, go for it, take a risk, go ahead. So a lot of y'all may be quite introverted when you are meeting someone new. So you may not fully show yourself, just out of fear of like not wanting to make an ass of yourself. And why not? But I think Spirit is kind of saying, put yourself out there a little bit more. Stop worrying so much about how you're perceived, because how you think you're perceived, odds are no one's looking at you exactly how you think they're looking at you. You know, perception is what? A motherfucker. Perception is a motherfucker. And no two perceptions are the same. So you may think you present yourself one way to a T, but at the end of the day, it's like this shadow card. Is this me? There is a lack of self-awareness sometimes, I feel like, with pile number one. Like, you may feel like something went really well. I feel like the interview went great. I feel like I know I got the job, and you never hear back from them. Or it's like you really think that you just bombed a fucking interview. Like, this person just hated me. I don't think they like me at all. Like, I don't know who the fuck. Oh my God, it's embarrassing. And then all of a sudden, they're praising you. They're like come in immediately. Like, it's like hired. So I feel like a lot of times, especially if you're younger, have a hard time gauging how people actually perceive you, how they actually feel about you. And I feel like that's kind of normal. But let's look at in your best light. I do see the moon here. This is your best quality in this Astro Oracle deck. The moon is all about emotions. You are emotionally tapped in. You intuitively move. I feel like y'all make decisions. Because this is 19 card, which is like the sun energy to me. I feel like y'all actually make moves based on how you feel. If something doesn't feel right or sit right within you, you don't want to do it, and you're not going to do it. You're very much motivated by how you feel in the moment. Might be Pisces, Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Don't have to be. But let's get some more information about how you come off emotionally to people. The Queen of Pentacles. They see you as a provider. Some of y'all may actually be mothers or parents. So they can see that in you. They can tell that you actually do have responsibilities and care about people and things other than yourself. I do see the Lovers. You're very easy to get along with. You may be Geminis. You have the gift of gab, I feel like. I also feel like you make people feel like, especially in terms of friendships or even like shit, even professionally, you make people feel like, I would be stupid if I didn't hire this person. I would be stupid if I didn't hang out with this person. Yes, you would be. Because pile number one is the shit. I'm also seeing there's something quite regal about you, something very feminine. Even if you're a male, there's something quite feminine about how you kind of come across. Maybe it's elegant. Maybe feminine is not the word. Maybe it's more so regal or elegant. I do feel like if you're a male, you do dress quite nice. You kind of have a walk about yourself, just the kind of air about yourself. It's very much... It don't matter how much money you got or what you got going on financially, you move as if you are a king or a queen. The High Priestess. Yes, there is an elegance about you. There is a grace about you. Because I feel like you are quite spiritually connected. You are very well balanced as well in your appearance and in your temperament. But because I feel like there is more feminine energy, you do tend to be a little bit more emotional. A little bit more emotional. So with this shadow card with a lack of self-awareness, let's go deeper into that, Spirit. All right, the Page of Wands. And especially in situations when you are the new kid on the block or you're new in a situation, you do tend to get awkward. You get a little bit awkward because you're trying so hard to think about how you're being perceived, how you're coming off, that it's just coming off as like, huh? I think if you would just relax and just be yourself, you'd be more likely to come across as your likable, lovable, witty self. All right, so another card for the shadow side, please, Spirit. One more card for the shadow. Woo! The King of Pentacles in reverse. That's crazy. You got the King and the Queen, the soulmate energy. You are very well balanced. The masculine side is a little bit something you have to work on. That groundedness is what I get from the King of Pentacles. Maybe Taurus, but it's about groundedness. You may be a North Node in Taurus or a Midheaven in Taurus. I get that. Gemini in Taurus for some reason. But I do feel Capricorn, North Node. I do feel like a lot of y'all have a hard time getting grounded, especially when you're really emotional or pumped up or hyped up. So that's another quality about you. In certain situations, you are like a hype man type of vibe. You are the cheerleader of sorts, like the yes, because you do come with the energy. You do come with the vibes, baby. And when it's right, it's right. When it's appropriate, it's appropriate. Ain't nobody mad at that. You got it going on. You the shit. Go ahead. But initially, they do feel like they like you. They like you. They really, really like you. But that's really all the bullshit I got for you, for real, for real, for real. I am gonna pull you some crystal gems, not crystal gems, some moonology cards to kind of give you a little bit more tidbit of advice, just a little bit of nugget, just a nugget, just a nugget, just a nugget before we close it on out, and I move on to pile number 2. But let's see what comes out. And I mixed 2 of the deck, so this is the manifestation version, and then just the regular moonology version. So I'm like, I'll just jumble them together. Fuck it, why not? Woo, shit. Ah. Okay. Well, most of the cards are on the floor, so I'm gonna pick those up. One sec. Bottom of the deck. Full moon in Pisces. Forgive yourself. And me for dropping all these goddamn cards on the floor. No, clean this mess up. All right, so because I have to do all that work, one of your cards could be in this pile. Fuck it, here you go. You may be working for it, it's yours, baby. You can have it. All right, so a couple more cards for pile number 1. Woo! All right, so I see Supermoon, emotions are running high. Yeah. First quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. Open that mouth and be you. You do have the gift of gab. Trust yourself. Last but not least, full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Woo. Bring it on in. Now, if this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Leave me a little some. Say, hey, Dap, what up? Just some. Let a boy know. But yeah, until next time though, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and ow, we do. Bye. Instagram. Welcome to your reading. This is about first impressions. What do people think about you? How do they feel about you when they first meet you? It could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be professional, it could be whatever you want. Leaving it quite open in general for you, yes. But we are looking at first impressions though. Out the gate, the first word that comes to mind when people meet you, the first, say if they can sum you up in one little bitty, insignificant little would be good. Good. So some of y'all got it going on. Some of y'all have an air of mystery to you. Some of y'all, I don't know why it's going sexual. Like, why is this going sexual? I have no idea what in this is making this feel sexual. But some of y'all are just like, you're good. And if they don't know you good, because if they don't know, they don't know. But if they don't know you good, they want to find out and they imagine you to be real good. So good. I know you hate it, but now so good. But I am going to look at your animal spirit card here, just to kind of get the vibe of who you are before they really jump into it. So this is going to be more so actually who you is. And then we'll look at how people perceive you on first impressions. So I am going to read you the definition of the butterfly out the guidebook here. You could be an air sign. I see the air totem. You could be, I'm sorry, you couldn't see it. The air totem. You could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be. But if you are sun, moon, rising, or Venus, let me know in the comments. I am an Aquarius, by the way, so I'm quite partial to the energy. But let me read you the definition of the butterfly. If I can find the page. There it is. All right, so the butterfly. It says, the energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, a practice, or a prayer done at the same time, the same place, will do wonders for lifting a butterfly's spirit. When in balance, the butterfly is cheerful, graceful. When out of balance, it's frustrated and fragile. To bring it back into balance, a daily routine. Okay, so this is kind of about maybe you're a type of person that goes through a lot of changes. Maybe in this life particularly, change just seems to find you whether you want it or not. You may have had a whole lot of life experiences, so many that you're quite wise for a young age, probably. I bet. And that was for a reason. Spirit needed you to kind of jump on that fast track when it comes down to healing. I feel like some of y'all have gone through so much in this lifetime in a short amount of time. Most people see you and be like, damn, how's this person still standing? As I'm grabbing the carnelian, you have gone through a lot. And I feel like it's taken a lot for you to find some peace and grounding yourself. How to clear that your mind from that energy all the time so you can keep going. Because I feel like outside looking in, people wouldn't really expect it out of you. They wouldn't expect you to have gone through as much as you've gone through. I feel like some of y'all may be life path number 5s for sure. Maybe you're born on the 5th day of the month. Or if you add up the 2 numbers of the day you were born, they may add up to 5. Like say if you're born on the 14th, 1 plus 4 is 5. You may be born, that may be your birth number. Also, I'm picking up on Piscean energy, Aquarius. So far, that's it. Pisces, Aquarius. But and life path number 3s, that part. But off the bat, how people the one word they get from you is good, but at the same time, there's an element of like, some people look at you like, okay, it's got to be too good. Like, what are they hiding? Because I feel like you don't wear your problems on your sleeve. You don't get too personal. When people are talking about themselves, like when you have like those let's get to know each other type of situations, like say if you got a new job or a situation where like you're networking or something like that, you'll ask questions and you'll engage and you'll let them talk all about themselves. But when it comes down to you, they'll barely even notice that you didn't give them no fucking information. You told them nothing. You told them people your name and your favorite fucking color, and that's probably about it. So the 12th house of introspection. This is about secrets. This is about in this context, I feel like secrets. I feel like things that you don't quite want to talk about. The Wheel of Fortune. You may be in a circumstance where you feel embarrassed about certain things. Maybe you feel like your past is something you're not proud of. Maybe you've done a lot to come out of a bad place or something like that, especially with the 6 of Cups. And you don't want to be reminded of that. So you don't like talking about your past. You don't like talking about yourself. You started over for a reason. You feel like, let's leave that shit there. But what it does is it makes people wonder. It does make you more appealing, but it also makes people want to know even more. So people start to kind of come up with all kinds of stories, especially if you rub them the wrong way, or if they just suspicious type of people. They may think that you're hiding something, or that you like you are not as honest as you really are, just because you're not really forthright with your information. I do see strength, and I see the 10 of Cups. You come across as as a very upbeat, strong type of energy. You could be Leo's or Leo rising, Sagittarius rising. I get that. The 10 of Cups. I do see somebody who is very happy on the outside, very much outwardly enthusiastic, no matter what kind of mood you're in, especially if you're at work. So that tends to make people think of you as the artificial heart, faking it till you make it. Completely turned off. Right? And in a sense, you may be, but maybe not to the point where where you're an android. Some of y'all may actually work in a field with technology. You may work at a call center, or like with phones or computers or electronics in general. Just with the 8 of Wands, about messages. Some people feel like you do much better all over, like talking over the internet or emails or something like that, social media. But when you get in front of them, you may be a little bit quieter to yourself. I do get that those may actually be people you don't want to talk to, and especially at work or something. I keep getting work, especially at work. I feel like you very much come to yourself. 8 plus 3 is 11. That is justice. It's balance. It's just to itself is not being anything other than I'm minding my business. Why don't you mind yours? It's like it's like hey pal two, what you doing? Minding my business. It's like you're real short to the point sometimes, especially when you're not really in the mood. But you never come off as rude. It's just people just can't crack you. They can't quite read your poker face. She reminded me of Lady Gaga for some reason. Carry mine, no, it can't read on my poker face. All right, so I also see Death and the Magician. Since you're so hard to read, people sometimes you fly under the radar, and maybe that's what you want. Maybe you don't want to be the most popular. Maybe you don't want to be the most watched. But I do feel like if that's the case, and I kind of feel like it is, you get what you need to get done. You have good influence over people. They like you, but there's something just about how you probably won't stick around anyway. You change a lot anyway. You really don't seem like the person all the time that finds roots in like what they're doing. You're changeable. Sometimes because you chose to, sometimes because life happened. But I feel like you don't like getting attached. You don't like getting too attached because you never know if what's gonna happen. And I feel like that's just a side effect of maybe having to really be a person that's adaptable or have to adjust a lot. You may be a Gemini, but that's not really all I got for you. I'm gonna close out with some moon cards for some advice for you. Hopefully this resonates. Sound off in the comments, let me know. I would love that. Tell me your story. But you have new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. Some of y'all may be Pisces for real. All right, with that 12th house too. Okay. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Last but not least, we have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. But that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support what I do this for you. But until next time though, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and out we do. Bye. Octagon, welcome to your reading about how people think about you. First impressions, what do you give off? What's your vibes like for these people? I will be diving in, letting you know what's up with the what's up. But odd enough, I blindly picked these cards. I didn't like go through like one by one. Oh, I want this one for this one. No, I shuffle and I just throw them out. So it's odd or interesting that the Aqua Octagon comes out and then you have Aquarius energy here. And then not only that, but you have number 11, which is the Aquarius house. I'll see 11. That's really interesting. It's really, really interesting, but I wonder if that'll make itself known in the reading. And by the way, we are using the Aquarian Tarot. Somebody over here is Aquarius as fuck, and it's not just your reader, okay? It's not just me. It's not just me. Some of y'all is some Aquarians. Let yourself be known. Aqua bro, Aqua sis. Say hey. But off the bat, I do feel like first impressions, the first word that comes to mind when these people get your vibe, if they could sum you up in one itty bitty, irrelevant little nugget of it would be no. I don't know why it's no, but they would say no. Something about your energy is off-putting a lot of times. And it's not even, I'm not even getting the energy that is not self-aware, that you don't know that you're coming off like this. It's like, you really don't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, I want to be left the fuck alone. If I want to be bothered, I will come to you. I don't want you to think I'm approachable, so that way you don't ever feel comfortable just waltzing on up in my energy and just whoop-de-doo-doo-doo. No, that ain't how, no, absolutely not. I think you're saying no and they're saying no. They're saying no, you're saying hell no. But I am gonna read you what the guidebook says about this turtle, of this animal spirit deck. It is a water totem, so you could also be Scorpios, Cancers, Pisces, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. The camera. Sorry, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. But you don't have to be. You could also be like Aquarius with like, I don't know, a water moon, like a Pisces moon or a Scorpio moon or something like that. You may be any kind of combination like that. Maybe a Pisces with an Aquarius rising. Who knows? I don't. But let's go ahead and kind of get a feel for where we're going. This is going to actually describe you as you are without before they, you know, this is like describing your actual personality with turtle. All right, and I don't know what page it is on because she put no numbers on these goddamn cards. But the turtle, the tortuga. All right, there it is. It says, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. So it's wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers, as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. When in balance, the turtle is peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, it slows down to a halt. To bring it back into balance, an adventure. Okay. So y'all may be artists of sorts. In a sense, like no one really understands me. Like I feel like I don't even connect to anything in this realm or this world unless I'm tapped in and creating. Right? So why the hell did people just say no? I don't know. Woo! The Page of Cups. You are a little bit dreamy in your own world. I feel like you give off vibes of being like super young and aloof, no matter how old you are. You could be 67 years old, and people just like, oh, just so young spirited and fresh, you know, in the sense of like, you just march to the beat of no drum or your own drummer or, you know, whatever. I feel like you have a funny way of being able to tune people the fuck out and just zone into your own world, your own inner world with the moon on the bottom of the deck. Yes, you have a rich inner world. You like being alone with the hermit. Okay, so you come across as kind of I'm not gonna say loony. Some people would say loony, but I'm gonna say eccentric. Some people are like, oh no, that person's kind of nuts. I'm not gonna. No, I think I'm good. Especially if they don't know you. Like, ooh, that looks like a red flag. I'm gonna just stay over here and just watch. Other people just may find you just a little bit like, this person just doesn't want to be bothered. I feel like maybe you walk around with your headphones on a lot. Some of y'all, like you do things so you cannot be bothered. Like you wear sunglasses or some shit. Like you try to make yourself disappear. You do. Woo, shit. Okay. You very much don't want to collaborate. The 11's up here, the 11 down there. It's like opposite energies. You don't want to really be like, it's like you may be an Aquarius, you may have that vibe, but you really don't feel like you fit in enough to really want to fuck with people. You want to be left alone a lot of the times. Maybe just going through a period of that right now. The Four of Pentacles comes out. This could definitely be about work or when you have to put yourself in situations where you kind of have to engage or whatever. You don't like that. You may have like a little bit of like social anxiety, like in order to kind of combat that, you just kind of tune everybody out. The Hangman. Yeah. Because you just don't feel like people just see anything the way you see it. It's like you literally feel like a walking alien. You feel like an alien. But how do people see you initially for real? I think so they could get the right impression of you or the wrong impression. So I don't want to offend anybody here, and it shouldn't make anybody offended, no way, like whatever. But addicted comes up. People may see you as, maybe this person's a drug addict. Maybe this person's gotta be on something. A stoner or a pothead, a meth head or something. This person looks kind of like, okay, I probably shouldn't be saying out naming all the drugs on here so I don't get demonetized. I forgot there's a thing now because I'm monetized. Fuck it. So they may think you are on hardcore drugs and you just kind of avoid people. All right, and so for those of y'all who don't consider yourself an addict, don't take what I say as like, you know, an intervention, but some of y'all maybe. Some of y'all may have some escapist type tendencies. I'm getting like Pisces, in some placements, especially in like say the moon or the Venus rising, a tendency to want to escape into a different place. And so sometimes that manifests in an addiction, you know? And this could be to drugs, alcohol. It could be to The Sims if you play that too much. It could be to anything. Anything can be done in excess. So when you see addicted, it doesn't always have to mean like with drugs, but it does kind of give me the illusion with this person who's like, you know, melting and like disintegrating or whatever the fuck. This is kind of hardcore image, but clarify that for pile number 3. First impressions, the 4 of Swords. Woo. Something about your energy may actually be really so laid back, so calm, kind of like I'm getting the term barred out for some. Even if you're not, they may find you just to be a little bit mouth breather. Oh my god, that's fucked up. But I do see the 6 of Wands coming out. There is something still confident about your energy. It's like you can do all that and be all that, wear whatever you want to wear, do what you want to do in your own world, but you're confident with it. Your nose is still turned up about it. I love it. The Star in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. Aquarius, the Magician, 3 of Pentacles. Just a reminder, I think you would be probably more fulfilled if you did kind of put yourself out there. I think a lot of times we're more anxious about connecting to people, but in reality, it's just like, you know how like nothing is really as bad as you think it is before you go through it, and you're like, okay, that wasn't so bad. I don't know why I have like this issue or this anxiety with just doing it. But I do feel like you have a lot to say, and you have a lot to kind of show people if you would just kind of open yourself up and not care so much about being rejected or being misunderstood. I think your biggest pet peeve is when people don't understand, or like people twisting your words or just not quite getting what you're trying to put down. And sometimes it's just not for them people, and other times you just have to break it down for them and be patient and willing to kind of help them understand. But I am going to give you these moon cards and close it out for you. We're going to be here all day with it, not all day. But okay, so what does pile number 3 need to know before we close it out? All right, last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. Full moon in Pisces. Balance spirituality and practicality. Balance, baby, between those two worlds. First quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being, but you got to open that mouth first. And last but not least, bottom of the deck, we have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. But that's all I got for you. Sound off in the comments. Let me know how it resonated with you. As always, like and subscribe to the channel. That's great support. Appreciate you. But remember, guys, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and out we do. Bye.